credit could put any one of you in Hellcat within the next 6 months. Guaranteed. I'm gonna be teaching you, number one, how to get yourself $60,000 of credit, 2, how to never pay it back, and 3, why you should never be doing business with a bank because banks are fucking stingy. And number 4, I'm gonna teach you some shit that could literally make you a millionaire within 12 months that I'm not even crazy enough to try. So let's go. Number 1, how to get yourself a $60,000 credit limit. Part 1, get yourself the Discovered It Secured card. This little card will give you a $200 monthly credit line, provided you give it a $200 security deposit, which is fucking nothing. If you don't have $200, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Go get a job. Get $200. Plus, the best part is that $200 is actually completely refundable, provided that you do the next 3 steps. Part 1, you spend a little bit more than $10 a month on it to make sure that that balance actually gets recorded on your credit. Number 2, you set up auto pay and you never miss a fucking payment. I swear to God, if one of you misses a payment on a Discovered and Secured card for something that's like 10, 15 bucks, I'm gonna... You understand? I'm gonna beat you so hard that your daddy's gonna be jealous. And then 3, repeat for the next 6 to 12 months. Boom, just like that, you got yourself a 750 credit score. After you do this, you're gonna wanna go ahead and sign up for any one of your local credit unions. And the reason why you don't wanna fuck with the bank, even if Discover was good for you, is because the bank is a waste of your goddamn time. The bank is gonna give you a $1,000 to $5,000 credit limit. Any credit union that you slide to is gonna give you a $20,000 to $40,000 credit limit starting. On my first card, the Navy Fed Cash Rewards card, they gave me a $20,000 credit limit on literally, at the time, my first ever credit card account, with basically nothing. The only thing you gotta do to make sure that you get that high of credit is to, number 1, get into any credit union, it doesn't really matter. Number 2, get yourself what's called a pledged loan, which is essentially a low interest secured loan, which you deposit the amount for whatever it is to the bank, which then they will pay you back as you do payments. You should do about $5,000 to $10,000 of that, which if you don't have $5,000 to $10,000, get it. Go to credithackers.org/school to figure it out. And then you're signing yourself up for as many of the credit union products as you can. For example, the flagship checking, the share savings, the money market checking account, the money market savings account, maybe even another secured card with the credit union. Just get as many products as you can, and when you do that, you're gonna raise something called an internal credit score. What an internal credit score is essentially how the bank or credit or financial institution internally rates you. It is different than your actual real FICO credit score because it is way more maneuverable when you do direct business with that bank or credit union. Banks, it's really hard to get this internal score up. Both credit unions, it's mad easy because credit unions are actually owned by the members, which means that they are actually looking to help you and not make money for their shareholders like a bank is. And then boom, just like that, you got yourself tens of thousands of dollars in funding. Now, there's a couple things you can do with it. You could fuck it off on Balenci, idiot move. Number 2, you could put a down payment on a house. Or number 3, just like that, you got yourself a Hellcat. Now, never paying back that money again in your life. Simple step process. Number 1, don't pay it back. You don't want to do this when you're actually building your credit to get the high limits, but if you're kind of an idiot and you really want to put it on your personal account, you should put it on your business account. Go ahead and check out credithackers.org/school, first link in the description, to learn how to do that. And then just don't pay back whatever debt you have. What's going to happen is that your debt is going to get sold to a third-party agency, which if you just pick up the phone and you talk to this agency using some bare minimum negotiation tactics, all you got to do is just talk to them, eat their ear off, and then inevitably you'll probably get about 20% of that debt on the dollar. Make sure that you get this agreement into writing, and if they say that we don't do writing, then tell them that they're stupid and that I will never do business with you again, and then send them a harassment letter saying, hey, I don't allow myself to do business with third-party debt collections agencies such as yourself, and you guys have been harassing me by calling me nonstop and sending me emails, therefore I'm interested in doing a harassment lawsuit. Just say that, and then they'll call you and they'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll do 25%. They're really that fucking fickle because they buy this debt on usually 50 cents on the dollar, so if they can just get anything, then they just won. Plus, anything that they lose is a tax write-off. So it's a win-win for everybody. But in the process, because you didn't do it under a business account like you should have, like I'm going to teach you when you go to the first link in the description, now you're going to have marks on your personal credit score. So how do we get rid of this? So the first thing you got to do is go to freeannualcreditreport.com and then go ahead and get your 3 reports from the main credit bureaus, Empyrean, Equifax, and TransUnion. Once you have these, you can go ahead and select any single one of these and hit that dispute button, except don't, because that makes you stupid. Instead, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to send physical handwritten letters to their address saying one of 2 things. Number 1, that they have inaccurate information on the report and make sure to mark whatever the inaccurate information is. And then number 2, saying that it's fraud. When you say one of these 2 things, you can pretty much get anything instantly wiped off your credit. I know you could get inquiries wiped off your credit within 24 hours because I've personally got a dozen wiped off my credit literally within a week. So I know for a fact it'd be that easy. If you want me to do your credit repair for you and literally wipe anything off within a month, I guarantee it. If not, you can get your money back completely. I'd highly recommend going ahead and checking me out out on Instagram and DMing me the word repair, and I'll go ahead and get you sorted. Check out the description for more info on that. But the thing is that keep in mind, maybe with your first 504 investigation letter, they might be like, oh, yeah, no, this actually isn't fraud or this isn't false info, and they'll send you back a rejection. What you do simply after that is that you send them another letter and then another letter. And not a lot of people know this, but if you look up the Fair Credit Reporting Act, if you send a dispute or an investigation on anything on your credit report and the credit bureau does not respond to this within 30 days, they have to wipe it off your credit report regardless of what it is. It could literally be $1 million in debt and they have to take it off your credit because that's the law. So what you do is that you keep sending the disputes, you keep sending the dispute after dispute after dispute after dispute, and then boom, just like that, they're gonna fuck it up inevitably. It might take you 5 letters, it might take you 1, you never know. And once you do that, it might take you 5 letters, it might take you 1. With my credit repair, we always make sure to keep sending them letters until inevitably they fold, and then you can go back to doing whatever you were doing before, hit us up again, completely wiped, no questions asked. Next up, once you have all this money, once everything's off your report, what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna do the thing that you should have done from the start. What you can do actually is you can create a business, your own business. Wow, you're a business owner now, you're an entrepreneur, you put that in your tax report. And then, oh, this business just made $10,000 this month? Wow, look at this pay stub, bank. We made $10,000 this month. You could approve us for a $5,000 monthly minimum because we're only spending $1,000 and we need more funding to do more business. You take all that funding, put it into Bitcoin, send it to another wallet. Oh, we had a bad investment, sorry bank. Close that business. Nothing tracks back to you legally or on your credit because number one, it's not even enough money for them to fucking care because these banks are printing trillions of dollars daily. They don't care about 6 figures. They're gonna consider it just a business expense and write it off in their taxes. And then you get to run away with the funding and do whatever you want. Now, what you could do with this 100K is that you could invest into a business like I told you to, like you should. You could buy a car and rent it on Turo. You could put it into Amazon FBA. You could pay rent and then put that place on Airbnb. You get yourself a super nice apartment and rent it on Airbnb. Or you take that money and roll it into more businesses. Now this is crazy, I wouldn't do it. Where you take all this money and you divide it amongst a bunch of businesses and then you stack it over time. Bro, I wouldn't do it, I'm not crazy enough. But if you do it, hit me up, I'll help you out. But don't actually because you won't even need the fucking money. But yeah, just like that, we have gotten your entire credit game blueprint for the year of 24. I've gone through this entire video on how to get literally a perfect credit score, how to wipe anything off your credit score, and then how to get yourself millions of dollars in potential funding. Everything has been included in this video. If you enjoyed this video and want more just like this, make sure to go ahead and check out credithackers.org/school, which is my private community that's only 20 bucks a month, where I'm gonna go ahead and run you through the entire process for setting every single one of this up. I include every single trade line, I include every single card you should get, I include every single institution you should be talking to. It's foolproof. I've had hundreds of people do it and they've all had success. There's no reason that you shouldn't. Plus, you get one-on-one access to me through Telegram. So if you have any specific questions, that's the only way you can get a hold of me. I don't talk to anyone else anywhere. I don't even respond to comments on YouTube. So if you ask a question, I won't even fucking bother responding it. Just keep that in mind. But if you do have a question, you can hit me up. Plus, we currently have a 7-day free trial, which means that you guys can sign up, cancel at literally no cost to you, and you can get all that information for free. So there's no reason not to sign up. Plus, we offer full refunds. So I don't know why all y'all who have been watching this video aren't in it. I literally made it an unbeatable offer for you guys. There's no reason why you shouldn't get yourself in it. Number 2, if you want your credit repair done by me personally, I am offering it through IG exclusively. DM me on IG with the word repair, and I'm gonna go ahead and get you sorted. And with that being said, guys, we're gonna end it right here. But as always, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a good day. Bye.